Welcome back to Lego by the Book. Today we're going to be building set 4482, the ATTE. And this was actually not a set I ever particularly wanted as a kid because I wasn't a huge fan of the ATTE. I preferred the AT-AT, which I never had that one either. But nevertheless, it looks like a fun set to build. So let's get this thing together. Alright, it is done. And this is all the spare parts. It was missing one or two parts that I was able to pull from my collection, and one part that I didn't actually have. I had the part, but not in the right color. It was supposed to be dark gray, and I only have them in light gray. So I had to make that substitution, but I'm sure Bricks and Wheels can probably come up with the part. Other than that, it was a fairly fun build, actually. As typical with most of the sets from this era, the early Star Wars sets, it's not the greatest set ever. I mean, they could definitely do a much more detailed and accurate job now, but I think it's actually pretty neat. The top comes off, and there is a troop compartment that can hold up to 4 clone troopers in a little removable section. And it could definitely be, you could definitely alter the interior to have a lot more detail, have more troop storage. The main gun is, in my opinion, very, very much in need of an upgrade, but that would also not be terribly difficult. The smaller guns aren't bad. The plating is a little bit not terribly well secured, frankly, but actually, I think I may have missed a couple of parts. That locks them into place a little bit better. I'd missed a couple of parts and had a couple of parts on backwards, but still not the most secure of plates, but that does make battle damage kind of easy if you wanted to have a plate get the whole side panel of the walker get blown off to, you know, show damage. The downside is, as with many sets in this era and other eras, the interior stuff, the stuff that you can't see on the outside, they did in unnecessary colors. So there's a lot of regular blue on the inside that has no need to be there. And you don't really notice it when the plate is on, but when you take the plates off, if you, like I said, you wanted to show some battle damage, then suddenly you're going to see all of those blue, light bright blue, rather than the dark blue parts showing up, which is kind of weird. Lego's been doing that for a while. Anything that you can't see, they do in another color. I suppose just to give you more variety of parts in your collection, but I think it kind of detracts from what you could do with this set, because you can't really build something else with it, but because there's going to be parts showing off that wouldn't normally be. But I think it's a neat set. It's fairly solid, really. You can't really oppose the legs much because, well, you can do some of them. You can do a little bit of raising one foot. If you do too much, of course, it doesn't have anything to stand on, but I kind of like it. It did have all the minifigures, so that's good, but it didn't have the instructions, so that's not good. But I enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see built, what your thoughts on this set and other sets are, and thank you for watching.